do the stuff here, do a little workouts. But as far as off season, I went back to my girl's house, Chicago. Got some work in with some trainers. Got some work in. Just trying to stay right with my diet. Not trying to gain no weight, trying to lose weight actually. So just trying to make sure I stay good with my diet, stay consistent with my diet, and we do some walks. I do walks with Coach Rowe every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just trying to lose more fat. But so far, that's all we've been doing.
What do you weigh right now?
Right now, I'm 350 even.
And what were you last season?
Last season, the last season right now is probably 356, 357. So
just strictly like what were you eating before, and what's the change in the nutrition?
The change, I'm trying to get more protein in my body. I kind of eat like a little kid sometimes. So I'm just trying to. I've gained a lot. Obviously the weight, it's kind of stagnant, but I've gained a lot of muscle, and that's because of being eating a lot of protein more. Just trying to stay consistent with that. So yeah.
Do you notice it in your conditioning going through reps that you can go longer and
Yeah.
last longer?
Yeah, for sure. I most definitely can last longer, especially playing with the ones now. It's just you have more reps, so I've been able to get my conditioning right, stuff like that.
What's your typical meal?
Typical meal. I'll tell you what I'm not about to eat right now for dinner. Today for dinner. I'm going to have grilled chicken with some mac and cheese and some broccoli. Heavy on the broccoli, but, I get about two big grilled chickens, and that's about it.
Heavy on the chicken too. So.
A guy named Chops can't eat broccoli, can he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I eat a lot of broccoli. I got to get my greens in, especially. My girl would be down my throat about that, so I got to get my greens in for sure.
What did eating like a little kid mean?
Like eating chips throughout the whole day and eating like snacks and stuff. Like I had to drop all that stuff off. That's kind of like eating like a kid, I guess.
Just the last couple of years, how's that put you in a position now where you are working with the ones and clearly you want to play, so you put in the commitment to try to get yourself there?
Just being able to watch Cole and being able to watch Mo, see what they done because they was in front of me. They worked their ass off. Sorry for cussing. They worked their butt off. So I'm trying to get there, and obviously I'm gotta go for myself to, be better this year. To have more plays and make more tackles and stuff like that. So I got to put in the work, and every day it's a grind. So I'm just trying to get there.
Sorry. How would you describe TJ Lindsay as a football player?
Oh, he's nice. He's nice. We work together. I try to make sure I get all the double teams because I know he's really good with the one-on-ones. We just try to, you just said right now, we like Shaq and Kobe right now. Like I'm trying to make sure he get all the plays. Just trying to be as unselfish as possible. To make sure everybody else on the D line is eating. So that's kind of what I'm with Coach Green. He likes about me. I'm a bigger guy. I can handle the double teams. I can handle the run. So just making sure everybody else get their one-on-ones and make sure they able to win. I'm fine with that.
So you're the Shaq in that equation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You were in the rotation last year. What did you learn of the times you were getting on the field, and just how does that make you more ready for this coming fall where you've got experience?
Well, played against Ohio State and play against all the big schools, so how it feels to play in those games. So it's less pressure when you go out there, and it's less what's the word I'm looking for? It's less like big eyes. More locked in because say for a newer guy that's getting to play for the first time, got the crowd as big as loud and all that. But if you already play, you locked in, you know how it goes. So it's good that I had experience last year, so I get to see how that goes and stuff like that.
How did you embrace the Winning Edge program?
Oof, that was a tough one. Coach Odom most definitely, he got on me for that one, because I'm a bigger guy, so all the rest of the D line is about 300, maybe less. So I'm trailing with them a little bit, but as long as I finish, So I say that's a good thing, but you know, it was tough though. It's tough. It
Do
was
you
tough.
feel that paying off as we get to the end of the spring? Do you feel like this is a team that has just a better edge about it, a better
Oh yeah,
endurance about it as you get farther into the spring?
yeah, for
Because
sure.
of that start.
Yeah, most definitely, especially on the D line. I mean, we getting closer and closer every day. I mean, we was already a brother, brotherhood from last year. We got a lot of guys from last year, but adding TJ, he's fitting in perfect. I mean, especially like the D line room, we're really tight. So yeah,
Where did the nickname Chops come from?
the nickname Chops came from my auntie. Got it as a little kid. If at first it was pork chop, and then they took the pork out, and that rode with me for the rest of my life. Even when I tried to get rid of it back in Pee Wee. I was like, stop calling me that, but it was stuck. I couldn't get rid of it.
You have a cheat day on your diet, and if you do have a cheat day, what do you do? What do you indulge in?
My cheat day would be with my girl. The cheat day really ain't no cheat. Matter of fact, it is. Uh, we go Dairy Queens, get some ice cream. You know, how girls. The sweet tooth. Can't say no to my girl. So we get some ice cream. But other than that, I try to stay consistent with my protein and stuff like that.
How many grams of protein are you getting a day?
I don't even know. I don't count it. I need to start to though. But I want to say around 300 mark, maybe 350 mark, maybe. I want to stay around there, maybe.
Do you feel like you've gotten stronger?
Oh yeah, I have. Check the. I'm pretty sure I can't check it, but on the DEXA scan, it says I got like I added maybe 4% of muscle mass. So I mean that's pretty good, for a couple months. So I'll take that.
Who on the offensive line is impressing you right now?
Gio, we go up against each other almost all the time. I mean that's the center. We have a lot of base front, so playing a lot of nose. So it's me and him a lot of times, and we be giving each other good work, and even one-on-ones I try to go up against him all the time, any chance I can get, because in my opinion, no disrespect to the rest of the line, but he gives the best effort, and I feel like he's the best on the line, so I like going up against him because it's great competition every time.
What would you mean by best effort? What's different?
It's I mean, just after play, he's constantly going. If it's a run play, he's almost near the running back. Like it's like he just every play he's going, and it's just great competition to be with. Get each other better.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.